Dubai's luxury property market just keeps on booming. Research by Knight Frank shows that it hit a fresh record in the first quarter, with wealthy buyers again driving record sales of homes valued above $10 million. For more, we're joined by Bloomberg Middle East finance reporter Zainab Fattah. Zainab, just tell us what's been driving Dubai's property boom in the long term and most recently.
Well, this has been happening for at least about 4 years or since 2020, and that's basically driven mostly by an influx of foreigners, mostly millionaires and billionaires, moving into the city or buying property here. So Henley & Partners estimated that in 2024 alone, we had around 6,700 millionaires who moved into the city and bought property. That started to happen, as we saw after the pandemic, as Dubai reopened its economy quicker than other countries. Schools reopened before other countries. And we saw, of course, the change in visa regulations that made it the first place in the Gulf that you're able to actually get a visa that's not related to your job. And in many ways, that was appealing to a lot of investors who started piling into the property market after 7 years of decline.
But I mean, what are the risks to this going forward? Surely it's got to end sometime, she says. I look at the oil price up today, but that's been falling. Is that potentially a threat to this boom?
Well, definitely the oil price is actually fundamental to this region, and it's always something that people watch when they're looking at the fortunes and expectations for the region. A lot of the spending in the Gulf is driven by governments, whether in Saudi Arabia building ginormous projects or in the UAE building infrastructure and so on. Those type of projects and the companies that base themselves here, they depend a lot on government contracts, and a cut in spending from governments across the Gulf because of lower oil price could actually impact jobs and lead to job losses across the Gulf.
And just quickly, what are you hearing about the tariff impact of supply chains for construction?
A lot is unclear at this point, because there is a lot of, while this supply chain issues might not impact us directly, it could actually have some impact in a different way, whether raising the prices or meaning that some supply chains could get cut. The one thing that people say, there are a lot of unknowns about this, but the one thing that could actually impact us, if there was a reduction in the number of homes coming into the market, or if prices shoot up, that could mean we will see a decline in the number of properties on the market, and that could basically moderate the amount of supply coming to the market.